Hello everyone, welcome to Nrcm and this is Shravani and I'm going to speak about operating system of Unit 1 and we are going to discuss today about the types of operating system. And we all know there are basic types of operating system like batch operating system and then different types of operating systems will be discussed today. Let's go to the second slide. Coming to the types of operating system, so first is batch operating system. We're going to discuss about the batch operating system. The first computers used this batch operating system, in which the computers ran batches of jobs without any stop. Like here, the programs were punched into the cards that were usually copied to tape for processing. Like nowadays, like if you want to execute a program, just we'll write the program and then we'll compile and then run. But in this simple batch operating system, it was like the programs were written by the user and they were punched into the cards, special cards. The cards were called as punch cards also. Okay, so as you observe the diagram here, as you see the diagram, so first user is there and user is submitting the job. This job is nothing but a program which which is been punched into a card onto a card. So that is called as job. And that on the punch card the program will be having its different user id and the program name, the length, so and like which type of program and so on. Okay, that is called as job, and this job should be submitted to the operator, and here this operator will collect different jobs from different users. So this was the process. Like here the programs were punched into the cards. They were, like as I discussed, copied onto the tape for processing. When the computer first finishes one job, it would immediately start the next one on the tape or next one for execution. Here the users of the batch operating system, they do not interact with the computer directly. So here each user prepares his job on and offline devices like punch cards or tapes and submit it to the computer operator. To speed up the processing, the jobs with similar needs are batched together and run as a group. The programmers leave their programs with the operator and the operator then sorts the programs with similar requirements into the jobs. So this is all about the like batch operating system. The different, as we discussed, so coming to the simple language, like different users, they'll be giving different jobs and they'll be punching their program on the different punch cards and they'll be submitting to the operator. And this operator, what he will do, he will segregate the jobs. All the similar jobs will be added into the batch 1 and next similar jobs will be added as a batch 2, and these jobs on based on on the basis of batches they will be like executed. And this is the fund of batch operating system. But there were different problems with this batch operating system. Like first problem or first disadvantage is lack of interaction between the user and the job. Yes, if the user once he will submit the job and he will, and there is no interaction, there is no interaction with the job, or there is no interaction with the even with the system also, everything will be handled by the operator only. So that is a major disadvantage. And the second is, like we can say, it is like cpu is, it is idle. Like after completing, like in this batch, so job 1 will be executed, so after job 1, so it will take time to like execute the job 2. So until job 2 goes, so this computer will be in idle state. So this mechanism, it will slow the, it is the speed of the mechanical input output devices is like slower than the cpu, like we can say like that. And third is like it is difficult to provide the priorities. Like if the suppose consider if the job which is present in this batch system, it is having the highest priority, but after completion of this batch only, next this second batch will be executed. So until then means there is no value for the priority. The processes or jobs cannot be preempted. They cannot be preempted. They can execute the programs. So this is the major disadvantage of this batch operating system. Okay, next we are going to discuss one more type of operating system in this video, that is multi-programming operating system. So multi-programming. So multi-programming is nothing but it is the ability of an operating system to execute more than one program on a single machine. More than one program can reside into the main memory at one point of time. So this is the basic concept of multi-programming. So like we can relate it with the general example also. So before that, so here, so this is the total operating system, and job 1 is program 1 and job 2 is program 2 and job n is program n. And as the jobs increases, this empty space will be filled. Okay, and so here, so the coming to the general example, so suppose you're working on the computer which is running Excel. Like you're working on the computer, you're like adding some data, you're performing some calculations in the Excel, and simultaneously you're using the Firefox or any of the browser, and along with this you're listening to the music. So on the single machine you're performing how many jobs? Three jobs. So three jobs are also executing. So three process are also executing. So this is called as multi-programming, or we can say this is the example for multi-programming. Well, so like means multiple programs can be executed in a single processors. So how the programs will be executed? So at a time, simultaneously, or how? So that we'll be discussing in the next type of operating system, that is multitasking. There we can be discussing. So as of now, so just we on a system like we can perform different tasks. Like you can open the WhatsApp in one tab. You can do your like if you want to create any PPTs, you can open that, or else, and you can listen to the music in the meanwhile, and you can chat with your friends in the Facebook also. Like I think this is a better example for multi-programming. And coming to the next, like multitasking or time sharing and real-time operating system, these two like types of operating systems can be discussed in the next video. I hope you all understood about this, and thank you, and I'll come with the next video.